Hello, my loves. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. So, we're going to go into you guys. Let's see what you need to know for your highest good right now. Let's have a look. What do you need to know for your highest good? Thank you, my spirit guides, angels. Let's see. We have the thinking man. Oh, let me take this one. Door to personal healing and happiness. We have contract, and we have deceit at the bottom of the deck. So we'll take it. I feel like this is somebody that you thought were going to have a happy life with here, happy family. Okay. I do feel like things are balancing out. As much as you're not seeing it right now, I do feel like things are balancing out. Now, I feel like with the contract card coming out, because I'm getting drawn to this one first for some reason, I feel like this is like the way things have happened was meant to happen. And I feel like this was for your, I would like to say it's not for your better good, but I feel like it's for you to grow, for you to get better, for your to go towards what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. You know, I feel like things are balancing out now, and things were meant, I feel like you're not knowing exactly how things are meant to be, like meant to go, and they're not meant to, you're not meant to see it either. This lady's eyes are shut. You know, she's blindfolded, she can't see where she's going, and you're not meant to see. I feel like somebody took maybe advantage of you here. For some of you, financially here. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you were very kind to this person for some of you. And I feel like they took advantage of your kindness. I feel like this person, you wanted things to be different. You wanted this happy life with this person. I feel like you've had time, though. You've had time to really think about this. And I feel like you're seeing things differently. I feel like for some of you, you're seeing things where you want somebody that's going to respect you and love you and see you for who you are with this thinking man coming out. Man or woman, doesn't matter. I feel like you want to be seen as just seen by somebody, quite honestly, and have that because I feel like for some of you, this is like just for a few of you, I feel like for some of you, you've been trying to get somebody's attention for some time and it hasn't really been maybe working, or they're not really taking any notice, that sort of thing. But I feel like for you, it's sort of like this person's just, you're concentrating on the wrong thing right now, because this was meant for you to happen to get this, to get what you want, but it's leaving this person behind, you know. And people aren't perfect, don't get us wrong. I know for a fact that people know that people aren't perfect, right? We're not perfect human beings, but I feel like this person's overstepped a mark here, and they're saying, like, for some of you, you've been watching maybe tarot videos, tarot readers, and you're trying to work out where this person is, what they're doing, and you're not meant to know. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to take back your power and take care of yourself, and for some of you, take care of a family, you know, that maybe things have been put on the side a bit, and doing things for you that bring you joy and happiness. Like, this person can't give you what you need, and I feel like they're not even in your vicinity. I feel like you've been trying with this person for maybe some time, and it's just not working. I feel like this person's took advantage of you and your kindness. As I've said, they've took advantage of you. This person hasn't had your best interests at heart. And I feel like for some of you, this has been cycling for some time with this person, and you still find something to forgive them about. You still find something to try and make it better with this person, but it never gets better. It actually gets worse. We can be love and light all we like, but if this person's not turning up, that's on them. You can't make somebody change their mind. You can't. I wish I could give you that magic spell to turn it round. You cannot. This person has their own free will. They're their own person. So let's see what you need to know for your highest good right now. Let's have a look. We have here the Knight of Pentacles. Thank you, angels, spirit guides. They're always so lush with me and they always take good care. Let's see. Angels, spirit guides, what does the viewer need to know for their highest good, my loves? Thank you so much. We have the Queen of Swords. As I said there, you don't have to be horrible. We have here the Ace of Cups. And we have the Three of Cups as well. Let's see why this Knight of Pentacles is here. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? We have the High Priestess, the Star, Lush, Page of Swords, and we have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this is an opportunity for you to get stronger. I feel like for you, you've hung on to this person for some time, and I feel like you're not meant to know everything either, which is fine. Again, I just feel like this person, there's things that need to fall away, things that you've always done, and I feel like for some of you as well, there's a sense of always trying to help other people, always trying to put everybody else's best interests at heart before even your own. And I feel like this is about taking back your power, but allowing people, things, situations to fall away that just no longer serve you. I feel like you've been carrying this you've got a massive big pentacle, and you have somewhere. I feel like there is something that you want to build, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get there. Knight of Pentacles is my slowest in the deck, but he's the only one that gets to the finish line. You have a massive big pentacle on your back there, but all these things are falling away from you right now, and they have to. They have to, for you to get better. You know, and I feel like intuitively you already know this, like this is for your highest good. And I feel like with the Star card coming out, this is that time for you to get, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to do? You know, what hobbies do you want to go and embrace? Is there some dreams that you want to go and fulfill? You know, I feel like for some of you, it's getting yourself out into the world. You know, what's the dream? What's the dream? Like, where do you want to be? Do you want that big house? Do you want a little house? Are you happy with what you've got now? You know, what can you create? Like, if you haven't got much money, or like, you don't have to have money. You can be happy just as you are and just accept where you are and build that dream life as you go along. Maybe you just want to save some money, you know, towards getting a new shed. I'm just saying a shed because that's all I could think of off the top of my head. Or if you want to go traveling, saving up to go traveling, you know, what do you want to get in place? What is your wishes, your wants, your desires that's not going to involve somebody else, anybody else but you? Because this is about you. What's your aspirations? What job do you want? You know, I feel like for you, you need to get really clear about where you need to go to and what you need. Where you need to be going to and getting inspired, because I feel like for some of you, you want to go back to studying here. Maybe there's a job opportunity somewhere. I'm feeling like for some of you, there's something here about studying for some of you to get to where you need to be. I feel like you need to go for it instead of because I feel like for some of you, you're holding yourself back. This is a secret for some of you as well, that you're not telling anybody else, but I feel like you need to have the strength to keep going and overcome yourself and your mind, because I feel like your mind, you are limitless, but you have to believe you're limitless, because I feel like you have put limits on yourself, like, oh, I can't do this until I've got a boyfriend, I can't do this until I've got a girlfriend, I can't do this until I can't do that, and I need to have this in place. But do you though? Do you? Can you build that? Can you create that life for yourself right now? What brings you happiness right now that you can build on? You know, what foundation can you build right now? You know, that is within your control, because you do have something that you can do. I feel like for some of you, it's just getting out of your head and going for it, instead of just sitting, procrastinating, thinking about doing the thing. You know, whether that's about, you know, I feel like this is another scenario I'm thinking of as well, where I'm feeling like when it comes to weight loss or something, like you want to be that skinny queen, skinny king, whatever, right? You want to be healthy, whatever, right? But you'll say, I'll just do it next week. I'll start that healthy eating next week. I'll start doing that run next week. I'll start going to the gym next week. But the thing is, you could do that right now, but you're holding yourself back. Why are you holding yourself back from doing that right now instead of doing it next week? You know, what's holding you back? It's probably just yourself, really. And your brain will just keep perpetuating that. And then you'll get to that same time next week and you'll be like, oh, I'll start next week because I've had this happen and this. It's the brain. And it will constantly hold you back from where you need to be going to. So let's see why this Queen of Swords is here. Let's see why that Queen of Swords is here, please. We have the Lovers. We have the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Cups. So I do feel like for some of you are walking away from somebody here, a relationship. I do feel like you don't want to be horrible. I think I picked it up before with the Queen of Swords. You don't want to be mean. You're being fair to yourself. I do feel like you are coming away from this slowly but surely. You know, even though I feel like for some of you, you don't want to, because I feel like you had a lot of passion for this. There's a lot of passion in there. Look, it's on fire. It's in the water. You're emotionally invested in this. I feel like you were quite passionate about this person, possibly here for some of you, or this passion project. Whatever this was, you've walking away from it now, and you can't do this anymore. I feel like this is you moving away from it quite rapidly, the more that you do concentrate on yourself and what needs to be done for you. I do feel like there is some fears that are coming up to the surface. Again, the what ifs are coming up to the surface. The fears, the anxieties are coming up with the Nine of Swords. But this is all for your highest good. This is for you to build on that confidence of yours. You know, what you need to be going towards. Again, I feel like solution basis rather than holding yourself back from from saying what you need to say, from doing what you need to do. I feel like for you, it's like there's no emotion in this anymore. You're starting to have no emotions, or you're holding back your emotions from maybe this person. I do feel like you need to be fair to yourself and how you feel as well with this Queen of Swords. Again, it's not about being nasty. You don't have to be nasty. I would be a King of Swords personally. I never used to be. But I feel like for you, it's embracing that feminine side of you that doesn't want to be mean, doesn't want to be nasty, but does want to be fair, and putting them boundaries in place. I feel like with the Queen of Swords, there's something about boundaries being put in place as well. I do feel like you are juggling a lot though in your life at the moment with that Two of Pentacles. And this, again, I feel like is character building for yourself. I feel like you could even be holding yourself back because you're so busy. But I feel like this is seeing the magic and things. I'm seeing the pentagram inside the little bubble up there. I feel like there's something here about embracing your magic as well. I know you've got a lot to juggle and I know you've got a lot going on, but I feel like, again, it's putting yourself first and finding the solution around it. Can you wake up that bit earlier? You know, can you fit it into 5 minutes of your day? Basically, I feel like it's because this is to do with your heart space and how you feel. I feel like this is affecting your mental health and everything. So I do feel like there is a slot somewhere where you can slot some sort of self-care into your day. And this is about slotting in things that you want to do in your day, or a day that's just for you, rather than another. You know, you have to be intentional about that. I've just seen the sun there. So let's see why the Ace of Cups is here. I feel like, again, it's the anxieties that hold you back. How am I going to do this? How am I going to come away from this? I just feel like for some of you, you don't want to leave something behind, but you have to in order to grow and to become better for yourself. You know, let's see why this Ace of Cups is here, please. Why is the Ace of Cups here? We have the Two of Wands. There we go again. The Hanged Man. The Two of Cups. And we have Temperance. Take your time, my love. I feel like for you, you need to build a sense of stability in your life right now with that Queen of Pentacles, whether you're man or woman, doesn't matter. I feel like for you, it's getting stable. It's actually taking care of your life in that pentacle that you have got to build. I feel like for you, it's building a sense of stability within yourself. The relationship will come. It's right here. The Two of Cups is right here. But I feel like you need to take that time, that reset time for yourself, because by waiting and taking care of yourself and your needs to create this Ace of Cups, this is about getting that cup so full that it'll overflow. And when you fill that cup up for yourself and it's overflowing, this is what can happen. You can create that Two of Cups. You know, you can allow somebody to come in because you'll be so fulfilled within yourself. You're just like, you're not bothered anymore, like whether you have that relationship or not. And if somebody comes along that can add to it, you'll be like, yeah, cool, come along. You know what I mean? So I do feel like for you, this is about you maybe sitting with it for a little bit, you know. Again, find out what you want. What do you want? But find the solution in the meantime, the strategy, putting in place. Some of you may be dreaming of traveling here. There might be something that you want somewhere where you want to travel, you know. I feel like it's actually doing that for yourself. Some of you may be connecting with friends here as well with the Three of Cups. I'll have a look more into that Three of Cups. Some of you this is maybe saving as well to go traveling. One moment. It's just my son coming in. He's been sick, so he's fine though. It's school holidays for you. Anyway, I feel like for some of you do want to go travelling here as well. And this is about saving towards maybe that dream, that wish, that desire. Again, you don't have to be with somebody to do that. You can do this on your own. Let's see why this Three of Cups is here though. Because I feel like for some of you, you need to rely on your friends as well. We have the King of Pentacles. The Emperor. It came out in reverse, so I'll take him in reverse. Ace of Swords. And again, we've got Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Again, I'm feeling like this is something about you and your stability, balancing out that masculine and feminine and feeling safe and good within yourself. I feel like somebody wasn't too reliable, and I feel like for some of you, it's actually allowing your friends to support you or people around you to help support you. I feel like you're getting clear on this now, actually. There's something here about, you know, for some of you, you need to get in touch with your friends, or I feel like for some of you, it's connecting with others out in the community, getting yourself back out there to even talk to somebody. Some of you may struggle with friendships, and they're saying like there's online places where you can make friends online. Like if there's like a hobby that you have, maybe like a book that you like to read. Is there a book club? You know, I just feel like there's something here about connecting with your community, connecting within a community as well. Just be careful when you're online, because you can be extremely vulnerable. So just be careful about who you join and make sure it's reputable, somewhere where you're safe and you feel safe. I feel like for you, it's creating that sense of stability within yourself and creating this loyalty that you do, because I feel like you've got a lot of loyalty to maybe another person here. But this is about creating that loyalty to yourself. You know, this man's on his own, but he's building a life for himself. And I feel like that's for you to balance out your masculine and feminine as well, and being there for yourself, creating that sense of stability, that sense of safety within yourself. Because I feel like somebody has been very unreliable here. I feel like there was an expectation of this person changing, and they haven't, and they won't. I feel like for some of them, they are game playing as well. So just be aware of that. There is some game playing with that person, but I feel like you're well aware of this person. You're very clear on this, but I feel like there is something here about delving in a bit deeper with yourself and getting them thoughts in order. Because I feel like for you, you're getting clear with this time away. It's about getting clear and working this out with yourself, basically. Because I feel like for some reason, like for some of you, you do want this person back. Which is fine. I always say, you do you, boo. So let's get some cards to finish off with here, my loves. Oh, I need some for potential future, man. Let's see what's going to happen in your potential future if you choose to carry on the path that you're going to, my love. Let's have a look at that first. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. Oh, and we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like for you, again, this is about you. This is like basically what we had before. I feel like you're sort of coming out of a victim mentality, being stuck where you are, and I feel like you're coming out of that. And again, there's something about loyalty and having loyalty to yourself. You're not meant to know where you're going. You're not meant to know. I feel like you need to trust life a little bit more, because I feel like you feel so unsafe right now. For some of you, I feel like, again, it's like building that sense of safety within yourself first. I feel like for some of you, this is like, you may not trust love anyway. And I feel like this is why you fall for people that do treat you badly or do, like a sort of selfish and just unreliable. And I feel like, again, it's about creating that stability within yourself and relying maybe on yourself for a little bit. Because I feel like these people are quite charismatic. And we can't change other people around us. They have to want to do that for themselves. You know, so this is about changing having things within your power and saying like, no, putting up boundaries, saying no to people, saying like, no, this doesn't suit me anymore. That sort of thing. Because I do feel like you're quite sensitive, if you're here, you usually are. And I understand, absolutely, yes, I do. But only you can turn this around. Only you can. They won't turn that around for themselves. They have to want to do that for themselves. And that's not for you to go and fix. There's a lot about fixing. Right, let's see. So we have here, heart of the matter, align life's pathway through the heart. So I do feel like for you, this is following your intuition. Look, your angels and guides are around you, my love. I feel like, again, it's about trusting and getting vulnerable with us. This person here, I don't know if you can see her, but she is sitting there naked. You can't really see, but she's, yeah, she's naked. And we have here life. Life is live a less guarded life. And when you put them boundaries in place as well, you will start become less guarded and start trusting. Like, I feel like for some of you, again, it's creating that safety within yourself. I feel like for some of you, you do need some maybe help with your mental health. So like, you know, reach out to a therapist, maybe go to the doctors, GPs, see what help's available, if there's any counselling, that sort of thing. I would recommend you go to somebody that's reputable and knows what they're doing, somebody that's well trained in what they do. Don't go to some random on the internet. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, there's lots of self-help books as well that can help you. I just feel like there's something here about getting to know you again and helping yourself. And I feel like, again, it's going to maybe the people that you can rely on, going to that therapist to help you unpick some things. Because I feel like for you, it's navigating life in a different way and going through the heart space rather than, you know, going through the head. Because I feel like, again, it's creating that sense of vulnerability, being vulnerable with somebody and allowing somebody to help you through that. Again, I feel like there is a sense of not trusting people around you, or trusting love in general. And I feel like this is going to create this sense of vulnerability and getting really deep down into the matter where you can go and navigate life a little bit better for yourself. So, and you do deserve love. You do. Let me get you one more card of Brian, our lovely Brian. We have, trust me, I promise you'll be happy with this. Would I let you down? So again, it's about trusting. I mean, again, it's trusting, like, life's going to be okay. Things are just temporary, you know. And we have here, well done. You have my approval on this one. Congratulations. Time to celebrate soon. So, thank you so much for watching. You're going to be great. You're going to be fine. And I love you all a lot. I hope you have the most beautiful day. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.